Drake in hip-hop too has never been bigger, but also that even outside of the hip-hop world and the rules of rap beef, people everywhere are now looking at the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef and are seeing that after the diss tracks they released and the success of Kendrick's, that Drake is going after the song that won the beef and spiral out of control that has turned this record into one of the biggest songs we have ever seen, not just in hip-hop, but really in all of culture in response to Kendrick's diss on Whacked Out Murals. The Drake fans didn't seem to care at all there when Kendrick was at the center of that joke, but now of course they are so—
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another banger. Now today's video we got how Drake reacted and lost it over getting dissed at the Oscars. Now that being said, if you're new here, don't forget that big red subscribe button and that like button. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. Gang, we're trying to hit it before the end of April. Let's see if we can do it. At the time of this recording, we're at 312 subscribers and today's date is March 8th. You feel me? I had to check one more time, make sure I didn't mess it up. But that being said, gang, let's see the power of y'all. Let's see if we can do it once again and beat the sub goal before the end of the date. That being said, let's see what Fantastic Hip Hop is saying today about Drake at the Oscars. That being said, let's get it.
Now, when it comes to Drake, when Kendrick Lamar told us it was going to be a long year for Drake, I don't think any of us realized how much of a joke Drake was going to become, as even after the Grammys and the Super Bowl, where Drake got humiliated more than he ever has, now at the Oscars of all events, Drake got dissed here again. And now, after being the joke of a major cultural event that Kendrick Lamar had nothing to do with this time, Drake, OVO, and everyone around him are in absolute shambles over this and are really spiraling more than we have ever seen. But now, before we go any further into all of this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and as the Drake fans are
like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Come on now, we're trying to hit that goal.
This far, be sure to leave that like so everyone can hear just how bad Drake and every single—
But before we get into this video, don't tell me that I want to say Jimmy Fallon is his name, or I forgot the other one. Is Jimmy Fallon and it's another guy. You feel me? They both do talk shows and they both kind of talk shit on their shows, you know, like comedy. You feel me? I forgot his name, but don't tell me they dissed this nigga Drake at the Oscars, bro. Like full blown dissed him. If they started singing Not Like Us at the Oscars, I'm gonna lose my shit. Real shit.
Person around him.
I mean, this nigga Drake gotta pack it up. You feel me?
With this latest moment for Drake, it is truly wild that the influence and effects of a lyrical back and forth are now taking center stage in an event that is all about the film industry, as at the Oscars. During about the halfway mark of the show, Conan O'Brien, who was hosting, unleashed a joke where he said, "Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a P word." And yes, Conan said the entire word on the full broadcast.
Damn.
Adding to this, then Conan followed it up saying, "Don't worry, I am lawyered up," which really made this thing even funnier. And with Conan saying this to millions of people that were tuned in to hear, well, when Conan and the writers room made this joke,
straight diss this nigga on live television. And like he was about to say, the writers that wrote the joke, he could have been like, nah, I'm not gonna say that. But instead he was like, oh hell yeah, I'm about to say that. You know, hell, I like this one right here. This one right here, I love it. You feel me? Man, this nigga Drake is going outside. You got comedy shows and you got niggas dissing you at the Oscars. Bro, it's just about to get wicked, bro. You're about to start seeing niggas, your favorite comedian, you feel I say comedy, your favorite comedian starting to mention Kendrick jokes and fucking Drake jokes. You feel me? This is about to start getting wicked, bro.
They most likely thought they were just playing into one of the biggest pop culture phenomenons we have seen in so long, and by doing that they were only going to get some laughs. Little did they know that they were about to cause the latest case of crash outs, wild theories, and overall—
Here we go. You're gonna be like, see, look.
Big
Let's see what they're talking about.
More spiraling than you could ever imagine from Drake's side of things in hip-hop, because really, with the surprise of Drake catching a diss from Conan at the Oscars of all places, everyone near rap's biggest losing crew is running around with the most ridiculous theories that we have ever seen, and of course with Drake, as he just added the Super Bowl halftime show and what Kendrick Lamar did, and how many people saw that to his current suit to try and expand this wild theory he is trying to convince everyone of all over his loss in a rap.
He's adding that to his lawsuit?
We will soon see another addition to the most ridiculous piece of paperwork we have ever seen from a rapper, where Drake will once again say that him being at the center of a joke at the Oscars is another major moment in this plot that the industry has made to ruin his reputation and put his career in a place where it has never been worse off. And now, while there is a lot more to discuss about just how ridiculous Team Drake has been getting with why they think this joke was said and what it is trying to accomplish, I mean, let's just be real here, and I know for Drake,
can you say, I want to know,
fantastic
hip-hop, let us know.
With hip-hop culture, but they don't seem to understand the fundamental conventions of how anything works. But putting things in perspective, with these award shows in general, and especially with the Oscars, with how much pressure falls on the hosts, especially in this moment because the job has seemingly gotten harder and harder to do decently, and without any all-time embarrassing moments, the Oscars are not picking on Drake here because they were told by his label and because they are trying to ruin his legacy in this super thought-out and connected way. But just like a lot of the jokes, and especially the ones that garner attention at all of these award shows, Conan, the Oscars, and its writers decided to get laughs by mentioning a current cultural event that is on everybody's mind and that everyone understands. It's as simple as that. And if Drake fans don't believe this, just look at all of the other jokes that have been said, not just at the Oscars, but at the Grammys or the Golden Globes. This is how hosts are able to get entire rooms of people to laugh, which ultimately is just by talking about something that the entire room should have.
Now, come on now, bro. If you're a comedian, you feel me, or you got hosts to do at the Oscars, bro, you're gonna make a joke out of the biggest beef that's going on in our time right now. You feel me? It's only right. You're going to make a joke about it to get the whole room, the whole fucking arena or whatever to laugh, because you know they're all tuned in to that beef. Everyone's heard of that beef. Why? Because it's in the Super Bowl. It's on the radio. It's everywhere. You're going to know about Kendrick and Drake beef, bro. You feel me? Unless you live under a rock. You feel me? But that being said, my nigga, you would do this too. To make everybody laugh, you feel me? To make yourself also look better as well. Come on, man. You would do this shit too. Stop playing.
At least a basic premise of, as it is of course a major moment that's happening right now. And even with this said, while Drake and the people around him are already coming out with narratives that this was all so much bigger and that there has never been a clearer signal that they are trying to end Drake's career and image like we have never seen. And of course,
you can't even say that
out by saying that Conan used a certain word to refer to Drake. I mean, ultimately,
what, because he called Drake a pussy? Come on now, man. Drake, you've said worse shit in your songs before. To diss at Drake, to diss at Kendrick, you've called Kendrick a worse name than a pussy, bro. Come on now. I feel like now you're just being soft and trying to use anything and everything in your power to make your lawsuit go for you, so you can win. You feel me? My nigga, chill out. This is getting sad, bro.
And with the way the joke goes, which had Conan referencing
this can't be real. This can't be real.
All ignoring entirely. What is really being shown here is not just that the Super Bowl was one of the biggest cultural moments we have had in so long, and that the stage Kendrick Lamar has taken hip-hop to has never been bigger, but also that even outside of the hip-hop world and the rules of rap beef, people everywhere are now looking at the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef and are seeing that after the diss tracks they released and the success of Kendrick's, that Drake is going after the song that won the beef with an entire suit, and just from the premise of that, it really does not take a hip-hop fan to think that's absolutely ridiculous, and just as we see in Conan's joke more than ever, the entire entertainment industry thinks it's an absolute joke that Drake has taken the loss he took in a rap beef to such far measures. And overall, now everybody is just clearly clowning him for it because it's
you know, bro, most people, when they lose a rap beef, just look back in time, when they lose a rap beef, bro, what do? They go ghost. You feel me? They go ghost for a long time. They write their music while they're going ghost. And then they pop back out of nowhere. You feel me? With some hard ass shit. To make you remember them again. Not only that, you forgot about the beef because the nigga went ghost, didn't respond, didn't do nothing. Then he popped out with some hard shit. So you're like, oh, fuck the beef, nigga. You got some hard shit going. I'm going to listen to it. You feel me? But Drake, this nigga is just going and going and going and going and going and going. And it's just failing and failing and failing and failing and failing. You feel me? I'm not even trying to be funny, but my nigga, we've been reacting to this Drake beef for a cool little minute now, a couple weeks. You feel me? Maybe going on a month and a half. You feel me? I really don't know the exact timeline. But ever since we started this, reacting to fantastic hip-hop videos on all the latest updates and news about Kendrick Lamar and Drake, man, Drake's just been going outside, bro, suing everybody. Your numbers has dropped over 60-something%. You feel me? Like stream numbers. You feel me? Which also means the bag. And you're also canceling your tours. My nigga, it's just not looking good for you. You're just this shit just look like you're really, really, really falling off, like bad. And it's just crazy to me. You feel me?
Ridiculous.
Like y'all said, I used to listen to Drake, and I still do, bro. He still has some bangers that I fuck with. You feel me?
And him going after Not Like Us.
It's just crazy to me is what the fuck he's doing.
In response to that, overall, what Drake should be learning is that it's not the impact of Not Like Us in the hip-hop community alone that has got the record this far and has made it this relevant still, but it's his own spiral out of control that has turned this record into one of the biggest songs we have ever seen, not just in hip-hop, but really in all of culture in so long. Because ultimately, if Drake just took his loss and moved on with his career after Not Like Us dropped, to this extent where now the major entertainment industries and award shows are making fun of him, nobody would be clowning him, and a joke like this would not even be able to work because it relies on the fact that Drake is the first rapper who decided to bring the loss he took on the mic into matters like we have never seen. Overall, Drake's team are going to try and
that's what I'm trying to tell you,
which is showing the impact of Not Like Us and how it's ruined his image, which is of course what they are trying to convince everyone of. When you understand the full context of this joke and that this level of backlash that Drake is getting is not just because of the song, but it's really because of the reaction he had to the song, which is just so different, and ultimately, this is what's gonna make Drake just get laughed at when he tries to present reasons to why this song has made the place he is in his career get so bad. Because with a moment like this, it perfectly puts into perspective that Drake's own bad choices have been the thing that has ruined his image. And really, I think beyond whatever odd theories we are gonna continue to hear about this from Team Drake, as Drake is trying to change the entire way rappers can express themselves, as overall he is trying to reinterpret the creative way rappers are using wordplay and lyrics and expression to try and prove the ridiculous points he is making about Not Like Us, I think for people who are now in the know about this, a lot of entertainers in all fields see this as a blatant disrespect to the arts in general, and they don't just not respect Drake, they want to make sure that ideas like his do not ruin the ability for people in general to express whatever thoughts they are feeling or whatever they are trying to say within the
Bro, let me just say it like this, bro. Kendrick Lamar has made rap to where mumble rapping, beat hopping, fucking flow switching, as in like, y'all kind of know how Drake, how he can go to different genres of music and kind of like bite off their sound and make a hit. You feel me? That's kind of what I'm saying. Kendrick is making where all that shit is dead going to 2025 and keep going into it. You feel me? You gotta come with some hard ass shit. You feel me? With a hard ass beat, some hard ass lyrics, and you gotta walk that song. You feel me? Because other than that, bro, niggas aren't really gonna tune in like you want them to. You feel me? Because you got a nigga like Kendrick out here that is dropping heat and gems at the same time. So why would I listen to you when I could go listen to this nigga? You feel me? It's just like, come on now. It's just, I'm telling y'all, bro, 2025 is about to get wicked, bro. We're only a couple months in, 3 months in, I believe? 3 or 4 months in. Nigga, this shit about to get wicked, bro.
Art they are making, and I mean, with Conan especially. He was a writer on The Simpsons and SNL, which were, of course, platforms that made jokes and talked about people in a way that the person may not have always liked, but ultimately that is allowed. As over everything, being able to make jokes like the one Conan did at the Oscars has always been a part of this industry, and even when it comes to the whole controversy between Andrew Schultz and his awful response to Kendrick Lamar when he said some very off-putting things in response to Kendrick's diss on whacked-out murals. The Drake fans didn't seem to care at all there when Kendrick was at the center of that joke, but now of course they are so upset because this is about Drake. And so going back to this rule of being able to express yourself in your art and everybody knowing this, I mean, until Drake came in, this has always been the standard in everything. And of course, looking at this through rap beef, that has always been a rule in it until now with Drake. And so really, even with the context of that, I do think in a way that the entire entertainment industry is pushing back on what Drake is doing, because if he can do something like this over a diss record and beef where he didn't just say horrible things to Kendrick Lamar himself, but he fully understood what could happen by getting into this.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, he's trying to kind of play victim in a way, because it's like, bro, how are you going to get mad when people call you a pussy? You feel me? You know, on live television, you feel me? But you're over here calling Kendrick this and this and this in his music, but then get mad when somebody does it to you. You can't get mad when you are the one that initiated a beef, you know? And the nigga ended it. You feel me? And now the world is satisfied with him, so they're trolling you. You feel me? You're getting mad about that. And now trying to sue niggas for saying shit about you and mentioning your name and shit. This shit is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Overall, it creates a scary standard for the future.
Y'all let me know how y'all thinking about
writers
the,
and any other comic or person who's trying to say anything in their art and be able to speak. And when you look at this joke like that, well, Drake is going to miss the point on purpose to try and prove his point, and everyone around him is going to as well, so they can keep trying to create this image that he is a victim. At this point, beyond hip-hop and a rap beef, what's clear is that Drake has made more people angry than you could ever imagine, because it's not just about a beef or how Drake feels in a single isolated moment now.
Are you really the last person to find out about this skip ads forever button? Bro. This is Pi, and if it sounds familiar to you, it's...
But with what he is doing, it goes against the way everybody has been able to approach the way they express themselves in art and creative mediums in whatever they do, and really with Drake. This is the bigger picture of it all and why this entire moment is so pivotal for everything. And really, no matter how you look at this, with the fact that this beef has reached a place where it's one of, if not the most talked about part of an award show from an entire other industry. Overall, it just shows that between Kendrick's victories and Drake's losses,
it's going outside of beef, now it's going into jokes and shit.
Right now, and more than ever, there are so many people engaged in what's going on in the genre, and between these two rappers specifically, that is just pushing everything forward, whether that's the loss of respect that people have for Drake, or the appreciation of Kendrick Lamar's music and what he is doing. And so overall, while Drake and everyone around him are livid at the Oscars, and I am sure we are going to see them do a lot more with this moment to try and drag it out and make it seem like this bigger and more ridiculous thing. Really, this moment is highlighting just how significant this entire rap beef has been on everything. It is also showing that beyond rap, everyone is just done with Drake because more than anything else.
Everyone's done with Drake because what he's doing. He's suing everybody. Like I said in the last reaction, bro, Drake, the more you keep doing this and the more you're making yourself look bad and the more you're suing shit and suing people that you, when you think aren't streaming your numbers or streaming Kendrick the more than they're streaming you feel me, bro? You got all these other artists out there in the world that used to fuck with you because they fucked with the old Drake. No one knew about this Drake. The fucking sore loser Drake. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. This is a sore loser that we're watching right here. Everyone gets mad that it's Drake. My nigga, what if this was Kendrick? What if the roles were swapped and this was Kendrick doing all this? You guys would call Kendrick corny as fuck. You feel me? A sore loser. And so would I. I'm fans of both these niggas. I listen to both of their music. You feel me? This shit is just crazy to me on how Drake is like this. I never seen this coming. You feel me? At all. Y'all let me know down below in the comments if y'all seen this coming already and y'all already knew this was going to happen. You feel me? Because me personally, I didn't. I thought whoever was going to lose was just going to go ghost for a little bit, maybe till the end of the year or a couple months, and then pop back out with some hard shit. But it doesn't seem like that.
His choices have disrespected the entire entertainment world as a whole. And because of this, it's not just his loss in a rap beef that people are mad at and will laugh at him for a long time to come. But it's really just so much bigger than that at this point, because what Drake is doing is trying to ruin the very way everybody has been able to create and tell stories through as a whole. And so now with all that said, let me know, what do you think about this moment, what the reaction from Team Drake has been, and
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Team Drake has not been doing well. You feel me? They're not playing this good at all. It's time for Team Drake to tell Drake to take a fucking break. You feel me? And you feel me? That was a whole bar right there. It's time to take a break, Drake. Real shit. Pack it up. Calm down. Go ghost for a couple months. You feel me? Come back out, pop out harder than ever. You feel me? But, you feel me? Chill. Pause no Diddy too. I just realized what I said. That shit. Nah. Pause no Diddy. But, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this down below in the comments. And, bro, if roles were reversed, y'all think everybody would be saying the same thing about Kendrick Lamar? Man, I'll catch y'all tomorrow at 3 p.m. We go.